So, hello everyone. I haven't done a video in a little bit. I don't know how long. Not many people watch my videos, but those who do, thanks. Appreciate it. So, I'm about to go to my best friend's house and watch a movie. Probably gonna watch Burlesque. I don't really have a point of. You know what? Actually, I have a story. That's right. So, today at work, I work with this guy. And he has, like, pissed me off, like, a couple times before, and I've called him out on it, the usual stuff. But today, I was like, I'm gonna play this prank on him, because usually, like, we're pretty cool, and, like, we'll go to lunch together, whatever, but he got, like, upset, like, extremely upset with me, because I took his car keys, and, like, he had left them just sitting, like, in the middle of a room, so I just took it and hid it behind this box, right? And then he, like, walked back in, and he was like, you took my keys, didn't you? And I was like, no. Why would I take your keys? Where were they? And I'm pretty convincing when it comes to my lying. I'm not gonna deny that. So he was like, you took them still. I know you did. And I was like, well, I don't know where they are. So I was like, where's the last place you took? Like, do you want to look? And he was like looking all over. And he was like, I know I took them here. I was like, okay, well, you left the room for a little bit. And where'd you go? And he was like, oh, I went to the bathroom. I was like, well, maybe you left them in the bathroom. And he was like, no, I didn't. I know I put them back. And I was like, okay. I don't know what to tell you. So then I was like, well, maybe you should look here and look here and look here. And then he was like, thinking like, okay, well, I know she took them, so maybe she'll point me in the right direction and be like, oh, there it was. But I would not. I was like, no, I'm not going to tell you where they are. Until I was like, of course I'm going to tell him because it's just a joke, right? I mean, it's like the things that friends do all the time. Well, except he got like really upset with me, and I was like, oh, okay, I was like, oh, go look over there in that corner, and I sort of pulled them out behind the box a little more so he could see it better, and then he saw them, and he was like, I saw him grab them and put them in his pocket, and then he sat back down and acted like he didn't do it, like I wasn't paying attention to him. And he was like, Kaylee, where are my keys? Seriously. And I went to go look behind the box, and I was like, I know that you took them because I heard, like, you jingling, and I was like, they're in your pocket. And he was like, no, they're not. Go look. Go see where they were. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go look. It's like, I heard you standing over here in this direction, and so you must have taken them. And they were, of course, weren't where I put them because he was trying to play, like, a reverse joke on me. And I was like, I know you took them. You're a really bad liar. And he was like, yeah, as bad as you are. Da, da, da. I was like, well, it was obvious that I took them, considering there's only two people in the room. And the two people in the room were me and our boss. And why would our boss steal his keys? Like, well, you wouldn't think that's funny. So he got, like, really upset. And then he was like, okay, well, I can't believe you would do that to me. And I was like, what? I was just kidding. And I was like, I was going to tell you where your keys were. And then he just, like, was like, you're not a good liar, and I knew you had them the whole time. I was like, okay, good, then why get upset? It was like, it was just a joke. A friend, like, just like a friend joke. I don't know why you're being so upset over a pair of keys. And he was like, well, these keys are my life. And, like, stormed out of the room. I was like, what? These keys are your life. I understand. I know where your keys were the whole time. So I started texting him, and I was like, hey, that obviously was a joke. You know that, right? And then he was like ignoring me, so I sent him that again. And then I was like, I don't understand why you're so upset. I was just like doing like a friendly joke. Like I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. And he was like, do I pry when you get mad at me? And I was like, excuse me? When I get mad at you, there's a difference because you've actually said like mean things and like snapped at me and like took some kind of really mean tone with me and acted like I was stupid. So there's a difference. Mine was just like a little playful joke. Um, so then he didn't talk to me. I was like, so you're not talking to me because you're mad about the keys? And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, I can't do anything to help. I was like, well, do you want me to apologize? I don't know what you want. And he was like, I don't believe in apologies. And I was like, what? He was like, I don't think apologies are real. I don't think think people should have to apologize. People will just get over it eventually. And I was like, well, can you get over it now? Because we have to work together. So that was my interesting work story of the day, and it was pretty ridiculous in my opinion. I don't know. In your guys' opinion, some great grammar, your guys' opinion. In y'all's opinion, you should just write it in the comment box if you want. Whatever, message me. I don't really care. Write on my wall. It's Facebook. Okay, but whatever. There's just my random key story of the day. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.